Hi there. Today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about CoWriter. If you haven't seen it up on your Chrome extensions, it looks like a little cloud. If your students have a Chromebook, this extension is already pushed out to them. If not, they can go down to the app launcher if they are on a Chromebook and go to the web store and download it. If they're on a Windows machine, which is what I'm on right now, click on Apps and go into the web store. It doesn't matter if it's Windows or a Mac, as long as they're in Chrome and they're logged in with their My Unit 5 account, they will be able to have access to this program. So all they'd have to do is scroll down and find it and get it installed. Okay, so with that, what we're going to do is we're going to go through some of the options of CoWriter and what it can do for the kiddos, and then show it in action. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is when you click on the, oops, that's the wrong one. We're going to click over here on CoWriter. And if you haven't already signed in, it's going to ask you to sign in, and you're going to sign in with your Google Chrome. And once you get signed in with Google Chrome, you are going to come here and you're going to turn it on. When you turn it on, it's going to turn purple. Once it's on, I want you to go into the options menu. Now, in the options menu, we have several things that we can do. We can search for different topics. So we can add a topic here, and then once we add it, we can actually turn it on. So if we're typing and we're talking about that, then we can have those words come up in our box that allows us for word prediction. So prediction language is English. We're going to predict all words. We're going to predict from the page. We're going to have flexible spelling, and which means that if they're typing in elephant and they go E-L-E-F instead of P-H, it's going to show it the right correct spelling. We're going to choose the number of guesses that we want, so you can go up to 9. So default is 5. So you have 5. If you want more than that, you can go 8. You can choose your font. You can choose the font size, and if that's just the box, how big the box is, so you can make it really big or you can make it smaller. It's up to you. And then you can choose the text color and the background color. I like white on top of black just because that's how I read a lot of my digital books, and it's just easier on the eyes. You can change your prediction voice to Microsoft. I have mine as Microsoft David. You can change it so that you have different ones here. You can have it speak letters, speak words, speak sentences. This is really up to you. Most people do not have it do letters unless they're working on letters. The speak words versus the speak sentences, you're going to have to decide what your preference is for that. The volume, you can take the volume down. You can change the speed at which you're doing it. You can also change the pitch, so lower or higher pitch depending on what you like. So once you have that, and all of those options are done, you can exit out of the options menu. So now we're back on our new doc, and we're just going to create a sentence using basically the word predictor here. So we're just going to go, the person who had been with the company for a long time. Now, and I don't now is retiring. So then you can see, so I created the sentence. Most of it was done with just the word predictor. Okay, So I'm going to hit enter a couple of times here. I am going to now, when I do this, I'm going to turn on the microphone. So speak to text, and I don't know if I'm going to have this, if it's going to make me click allow up here or not. So it's probably picking up what I am speaking now. Up. And then I can turn it off by simply coming back over to type. So you can see that it picks it up pretty good. So as you are working, you can do that. Once you are done with this, you want to make sure that you shut it off, because otherwise you'll have that box in there and sometimes it can kind of get annoying. So you want to make sure that once you are done with the co-writer, that you can shut it off and you turn it back on when you're ready to use it again. So that's pretty easy to do. Good luck.